Due to heavy snow and rain up north in the Mississippi and Ohio River valleys, the Mississippi River in Louisiana is very high, reaching near flood stage in New Orleans and Baton Rouge. As the water flows south, it has to pass through Morganza, Louisiana to reach the Gulf of Mexico.
The U.S. Corps of Engineers is watching closely the river levels to see if the Morganza Spillway will need to be opened. TWILA's Taylor Frey takes us to Morganza to show us how opening those gates could affect farmers in the floodway.
Welcome to Four Oaks Farm, where there's always something going on. Right now, it's crawfish season, so Matt Frey is catching and selling crawfish, both retail and wholesale. Matt also happens to be my dad.
Dad, how much crawfish do you normally sell at this time of the year?
Oh, a day?
Yeah.
100%.
In my opinion, crawfish season is the best season because at this time of the year, everyone comes together to ensure crawfish sales go smoothly, and new people visit the farm almost daily. However, this year, all of that could change due to the high water in the Mississippi River.
The trigger point for opening Morganza is 57 feet on the staff gauge here at the structure, and also 1.5 million cubic feet per second forecasted on a river forecast. That would trigger the general and the colonel to make the decision of operating Morganza.
The Morganza Spillway's main purpose is to protect Baton Rouge from flooding, but these gates also hold back water from thousands of acres of farmland.
We're at a critical stage right now, and it's on the rise, and we have more rain expected to fall in that area what goes into the Mississippi River.
And while it's unfortunate the spillway could be flooded this year, farmers who do farm in the floodway know the risk. They also know the structure exists for very good reason.
Without this structure, and you have an event like 2011, you could have flooding in Baton Rouge or any major cities south of Baton Rouge.
This is the Morganza Spillway, and what you can see behind me is a very small portion of the Morganza floodway. The spillway begins north of me, starting at the Morganza floodgates, and it flows south all the way to Morgan City.
If you could see those two water gauges behind me,
They've only had to use those 2 times in all of history, once in 1973 and once in 2011. Because those were the only 2 years that they've had to open those gates.
And while farmers in Morganza are on their toes watching the river, farmers north of us in Black Hawk and Vidalia are already underwater.
Anytime the river is at this level, it's backed up into some fields that, not just if they open the gates, that's a spillway, but it's gonna flood that too.
In recent years, high water has not been uncommon.
Yeah, we've come close to this trigger point since 2011. We came here 3 out of the last 5 years, and that's listed a little bit more frequently than what we've seen in the past.
They think it's due to an unusual amount of sediment buildup on the bottom of the river.
It's causing a problem that they can't get as much flow down the rivers as what we used to.
Beauvais says the real reason for the sediment buildup is not known, but the Corps of Engineers is conducting a study on it.
If this slug of sediment moves through the system and goes away, you could start seeing lower stages at a later date. So only time will tell. Nobody knows how long this will stay here and all, but they are looking at it, and we just monitor it closely, and you could have more frequent chances of seeing these stages more, plus and maybe more frequent operations of the Morganza control structure.
While it may be a close call this year, Beauvais expects the spillway gates to remain closed.
We're supposed to crest here at Morganza at approximately elevation 59, and the flow will only be 1,450,000 cubic feet per second, and that would not be enough to trigger the operation of Morganza.
Until then, Four Oaks will carry on and hope for the best. It's all part of the risk of farming in the Morganza Spillway. In Morganza, I'm Taylor Frey for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
Beauvais says the Corps of Engineers study is looking at several Louisiana rivers in addition to the Morganza control structure. They're focusing their efforts on how to better prepare for reoccurring high waters and how they can better utilize existing structures. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like down below. That really helps us out. Also, please subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on all things Louisiana agriculture that we cover here at TWILA. Also, check out this video right here, and we'll see you on to the next one. Thanks.